How's it going, everybody? Martin with Belvoir Auto Spa. Today's video I'm going to be reviewing / torture testing Blackmagic Intense Graphene Quick Detailer, which says insane shine, slickness and protection, graphene armor, nanotechnology, blah 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 blah. I'm comparing it to Rain-X Graphene Exterior Detailer, which basically says the same thing: graphene shield technology, graphene armor, graphene shield. I don't think they are. I know Rain-X, I think, is made by Energizer Brands, or owned by them. They also own Armor All and New Finish, Lexol, and a few others. Blackmagic, don't know who owns them. Anyways, I've tested this a few times in the past. This product, surprisingly, is amazing. You're probably not expecting that, especially if you're somebody who uses professional brands, products, and such, but I was surprised by how freaking robust this is, its filling capability, how much it darkens the paint, its water behavior, durability, everything. And you can use it as a spray and rinse sealant as well, and it is so freaking slick, it's insane. But I've got a full review of this product as well as the spray wax. This is better than the spray wax, I think. But I digress. This video is mainly about Blackmagic. So I have tested out some of Blackmagic's new Intense products in the past. Their graphene tire shine I thought was okay. It wasn't any different, in my opinion, than their regular tire shine that they're known for. It didn't go on that cleanly. It didn't self-level. It just wasn't that great. It didn't warrant the price. By the way, these are both $10 on Amazon, or if you get them at Walmart in store, they're about $15. That's why I was hesitant on getting this, so I did not want to spend $15 on Blackmagic, but saw it on Amazon for $10, so I figured, what the hell. Yeah, the graphene tire shine, it was a big disappointment for me. It works, yes, it works as a tire shine. It was nothing to write home about. It was just they're trending on a buzzword, but they didn't make it any better than what they already had. Which their regular tire shine, it's alright. It slings a lot, but I mean, it'll make your tires look nice and shiny. That's what they're known for. I also tried their ceramic wheel cleaner. That was complete crap. It had no kind of suds, no cleaning ability, didn't leave any hydrophobic protection like I said it would. It just felt like I was spraying like slightly slick water onto the surface, like I was using rinseless wash, but worse. That was complete garbage. I know they have a waterless wash too. I'm not even going to bother with it. But I did see some good things about the Graphene Quick Detailer, so we'll see how it does. Now, these products, very simple to apply. I'm sorry I'm not demonstrating, but it's so simple. You spray it on the surface, wipe it in, buff it off, or you can spray it directly on a towel or applicator, wipe it on, buff it off. And these are not cleaners, guys. These are detailers. This is made to add some shine and surface protection. So less is more. A common thing I'll see a lot of people do, and they're like, oh, streaking, is because when they freaking spray the surface, they're acting like they're spraying down like their freaking workbench or their stove top to clean it. Like these aren't cleaning chemicals. These are appearance chemicals. Less is more. You don't have to use that much. A couple sprays per panel, you'll be fine. You do it that way, it goes on easily. If you over apply it, you're going to run into streaks. And I don't know what to tell you, but it's really easy to apply. It does make the paint look really good, and it is very slick, so that was impressive. And so we're going to see how it does against my chemical torture test, and how it compares to Rain-X Graphene Detailer. Now, both of these products were applied yesterday. They've had 24 hours to cure. I don't care if something says there is no cure time or doesn't mention a cure time. If it contains ceramic and or graphene, I always give it at least 24 hours to cure. And bonus note here, quick note, everything that says graphene in it, graphene is an additive that they put in ceramic-based products. So these are basically both ceramic detail sprays with graphene added in for some slickness and gloss, which is fine. It doesn't matter to me if they do that, as long as the product works good. I've used products that have no graphene or SiO2, like 3D beat it up, and this stuff's amazing. Okay, it doesn't have to have that in it. But if it does, it better perform. That's just my opinion on it. Anyways, I'm going to take you over the panel. We're going to take a look, see how it looks, and then we'll go over the chemicals I'm going to be using, and we'll start the test. Okay, so here you can see Blackmagic on the left, Rain-X on the right. You can see the tape line in the middle. You can see over the edges. You can see a clear outline where the chemical has been applied for both of them. They both look deep and rich. I wouldn't say one looks any better than the other. I got a smudge from my hand down there, so don't mind that. But when we talk about slickness, Black Magic is very slick, and Rain-X is very slick. They're on par. You'd think they come from like the same place. Outside, you can feel how grabby it is, but it's just super slick. So great filling ability, great darkening ability. It's going to make your car look great if you do decide to use it. I'll tell you that. So Black Magic, you guys are impressing me with this one so far. Good job. Now we're going to go over the chemicals that we're going to be using in the test. That way, if you are familiar with my test, I use basically the same type of chemicals every time. If you're new though, I'm going to go ahead and go over it. Okay, so the chemicals I use in my test are as follows. I always use a pH neutral car shampoo. In this case, Hybrid Solutions Pro Slick and Slide Pure Wash. This is a very nice lubricated, slick, high foaming car shampoo with no additives. And then I use an iron remover. In this case, iron removers are close to pH neutral. They're not exactly a 7, they're like a 6, 6.5. This is Turtle Wax, Hybrid Solutions, Rapid Decon Wheel Cleaner Iron Remover. This stuff is pretty good as an iron remover. One of the best values I've found so far. But these are more mild chemicals. Unless it's a ferrous metal, this isn't going to harm it. Then we'll move on to Chemical Guys Nonsense All-Purpose Cleaner Degreaser. This is a pH neutral all-purpose cleaner degreaser. It is odorless as well, if that matters to you. This is at a 5-to-1 dilution ratio. This stuff works really good, and it is gentle on surfaces. It does work very good to clean stuff up. And then we're going to bring the pH level up. This is not Purple Power. I really got to cross that out. This is 3D Super Degreaser at the strongest dilution ratio that they recommend. I forget what it is, but it's from their nano pail, so it's some insane ratio. This is a high alkaline degreaser, so this stuff is pretty strong, and this is where you start to see differences. And then we're going to bump it up to 3D Yellow Degreaser. This is their dedicated wheel and tire cleaner. This stuff, it is also high alkaline, and that's great. The trigger's leaking for some reason. Let's see if I can get this stopped. There we go. Yeah, it is high alkaline, but this does foam a lot more for cleaning wheels and such, obviously, because you want that. And then we will bring the pH level down to Meguiar's Wheel Brightener. This is an acid wheel cleaner, so low pH. I believe it is ammonium bifluoride is the chemical used to make this. But this stuff is low pH, very strong on pretty much any surface. Throw it on. It can etch into the surface, so just be wise on what you're using. And then I always use CarPro Tarex. Now Tarex, this is a solvent. It's a D-limonene based solvent. It smells like oranges. Citrus oil. But this stuff, I never knock anything for not surviving this, because nothing ever does survive this other than actual ceramic coating. I just like to see how it handles being hit by this, because usually there is still something left protection wise, but not much. But I just like to see how it handles it. So this is basically how I do my clean slate and just, clean everything off. So this is always the last chemical I go with. Anyways, let me get my glove on and we'll get this test started. Alright, let's get this test started. So I always like to start the test with just seeing how the water behavior is. So let's test that out real quick. As you can see, very good water behavior. There we go. Let's try to adjust this. So if we flood it, we can kind of get it flooded. They look about the same. Maybe the Black Magic's doing a little bit better. But if we, let me see if I can miss it. Still getting used to this this thing. There we go. Really nice water beads, obviously. Alright. First thing we're going to do is wash it, and then we'll rinse it. We'll see if the soap affects it at all. I'll tell you guys, if you have any ceramic or graphene product, even polymer, wax I'll excuse, but polymer, if pH neutral car soap affects it, it's garbage. Let's see. I'm gonna get this thing adjusted. There we go. It's still doing very good. This is a new nozzle, so I'm still getting used to it. But first, we're gonna start with the iron remover. See how that does. And this Turtle Wax Rapid Decon surprisingly does not smell nearly as bad as most iron removers. I don't know how Turtle Wax did it, but they did. And I thank them for it. I always wipe it in. Because just spraying it on and rinsing it off doesn't do a whole lot. If you actually wipe it in, it really shows how chemically resistant something is. And you can see the outline where it's rejecting the chemicals. That's good. Don't seem to affect it too much. I'm going to wash it off. This thing is so inconsistent. There we go. So I want to make sure I rinse it with some pressure. Still doing good after that. No surprise there. So then we'll do the pH neutral all-purpose cleaner degreaser. Some of the guys' nonsense. My garage is ventilated, guys. I got the door partially open. I got the fan on to blow all the chemicals out, so I'm not sitting here inhaling it all. Off. And the reason I wash it off is because sometimes the chemical residue that's left on the surface, it can kind of hide the performance. It can make it seem like it's performing better, or it can make it seem like it's performing worse than it actually is. So if you use a chemical that rinses free, like car shampoo, it doesn't really leaves little or no residue on the surface. You can really see how it's doing. I don't know if it's just me, but it looks like that did degrade him a little bit, not much. I mean, it's still doing very good, so I'm not gonna call anything yet. But now we're gonna do an alkaline degreaser, 3D super degreaser. High on the pH scale. Not sure if that did anything. Let's wash it off and see. Didn't really seem to do much. Rain-X is looking weak. in this bottom corner here. But overall, they still look pretty good. I think Rain-X might be doing slightly worse than Black. About the same. It's hard to tell. We're doing 3D yellow degreaser, which is their dedicated wheel and tire cleaner. Another alkaline chemical. This chemical, I think the sprayer all of a sudden stopped working. It's probably why it was leaking. Yep. Alright, one moment. Let me see if I can replace this thing. Alright, that sprayer's had it. This one should be good. There we go. That's what I like to see. Cheap Advanced Auto Parts sprayers. Just kidding, I've actually had that one for a long time, so I was surprised it was still working. But it doesn't last forever. But those bottles are only like $3 each, so what can you expect? Rinse it off. Wash it. Definitely seeing some degradation after that one. Still doing about the same though. I mean, they're still performing well, so can't say much. Anyways, next is McGuire's Wheel Brightener Acid Wheel Cleaner. I got it at their 3-to-1 dilution ratio. This stuff you definitely want ventilation for, because if you inhale it, oh, you will feel it. Start coughing immediately. Which is usually a sign that, hey, I shouldn't be breathing this stuff in. You definitely want to wear gloves when you're handling acids. I mean, with alkaline chemicals too, but wheel cleaning acids tend to especially be bad. I mean, you can get caustic burns, you can get acid burns. Too many chemicals really, so just be careful. Wear gloves. Wash it, because wheel brightener can be a little misleading. Even more degradation there. So if you saw that, I was trying to flood the whole area. The Black Magic was flooding, but the Rain-X, as it got about halfway down, it started to push it away. So it looks like the Rain-X is doing a little bit better. It's not a huge difference though, but that at least tells me it's not the same exact product. But to survive all those chemicals, that's pretty impressive. So Black Magic's going to get a stamp of approval from me. However, one last thing to do is Tarex. Hopefully Tarex didn't kill this trigger. Yeah, it didn't. Alright. There's not much left in this bottle. I do have another bottle there. Tarex is not water soluble, that's why you see what you're seeing, because it's kind of pushing the water away. It's hydrophobic in a sense. But we're going to wipe it in. And this one is going to be misleading when I rinse it, because again, it doesn't mix with water. So, wait until I wash to make your assessment. Still looks somewhat hydrophobic, but no different from the rest of the areas, really. Until we wash it off. The soap does get it all off. So what CarPro says to do is to wash, make sure you wash the surface after you use after you use Tarex. Maybe that's a product I should make, TarPro. It'd be funny. And here's where you see the difference. The Rain-X is pushing it off faster. So they survived through Tarex. Not drastic, I mean, nothing to write home about, but see the area floods easily, so something like this, I'd say the protection definitely needs to be redone. Let's see how I can flood Black Magic first, and then Rain-X last, and Rain-X is still faster to sheet. So Black Magic is still a good product, but it's not better than Rain-X, in my opinion. One last thing I wanted to test though, because like I said, Rain-X can be used as a spray and rinse. I want to see if Black Magic can be used as a spray and rinse. So let's see if we do a few sprays on this area, if it improves the hydrophobics. I will say it smells very good. Hey, look at that. It works as a spray and rinse, so there's another bonus. Awesome. I love when things work as a spray and rinse. I call it off-label use. They didn't intend it to be used that way, but it turns out it does work that way. Anyways, Black Magic definitely did good in the test. Let's go in for the final thoughts. Alright, so Black Magic Intense Graphene Quick Detailer with its fancy looking model here. This is a good product. Surprisingly, it is a very good product. Their tire shine, graphene tire shine, was not that great. I would advise against getting that. I would say get the hybrid solutions instead if you are at the store, because where they sell Black Magic, they usually sell hybrid solutions. Yeah, it's held its own against Rain-X's Quick Detailer. Didn't do quite as good, but still did pretty good nonetheless. And the fact that I can use this as a spray and rinse on the paint, that means you could just spray it on the panel and rinse it off. And let me just say, hopefully you're paying attention to this, do not spray your entire car down with it and then rinse it off, because you're going to have streaks everywhere, because it's going to dry before you get to it. Do one panel or half a panel at a time if it's a larger panel, okay? Okay. If you comment down below saying it's streaked because of that, I'm gonna point my finger at you and I'm gonna go like this. I told you so. Anyways, guys, $10 on Amazon. I'll have links below. Pretty good stuff. Check out my video on Rain-X. Rain-X, pretty good as well. The Rain-X, their ceramics glass cleaner, that's crap. don't get it. Just use their regular Rain-X original glass cleaner. It's a lot better. I don't even know why they put that ceramic stuff out, but it's not that great. The rest of the Rain-X lineup is pretty good. Blackmagic for the most part. We know these are both like bargain budget brands, but these detailer products they made are exceptional, and really it's a steal that you can get them for $10. So I'm happy with it. At least they finally impressed me with the product. So great job, Blackmagic. You guys finally made something good. Not that you finally made something. You had other good stuff before, but I mean, in the modern era. And that's all I got for you guys. If you enjoyed it, please leave this video a thumbs up and leave your thoughts below. I love interacting with everybody in the comments. And if you are not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We just hit 3,000 subscribers, looking to make more. So we'll see where it goes. Anyways, thanks for watching. I appreciate you all. Keep them clean. Have a good one.